What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Thursday morning edition. Yes, I know it's Thursday, not Wednesday or Wednesday when it's Thursday. It is Thursday. My name is Matt Perrault. How are you? Welcome in here to the Daily Juice podcast. Always being brought to you by BetMGM. Always found on BettingPros.com, wherever you get your audio podcasts. YouTube for the video. Go search BettingPros for that. The $10 offer. $10 to win $150 on any event. Use that promo code JUICE150 at BetMGM. BetMGM.com, wherever you have the BetMGM app available to you. So I made two mistakes last night. One, I knew it was I said the wrong day last night. And secondly, I said that the 49ers and the Cowboys had never played before. Obviously, that was dead wrong. It's the wild card round, I believe that stat was, but yeah, that was really stupid. Sorry. They've played for a long time. We know that. So, not good. Dumb. Sorry. Not good for there. But last night, 1-1, no blood, no foul. 1-1 on the NHL hockeys. One went over, one went under. Toronto had so many chances. It was a 1-0 score. They should have scored. The goaltender for the Coyotes stood on his head. So we go 1-1 there on that. All right. So I've got 4 plays, 2 in hockey and 2 in the NBA for you guys here today. And I've got my first Saturday bet for the NFL to give you guys coming up. So I've given out 2 of these already in the Discord channel. So if you guys have already bet them, then they may be a bit redundant, but I gave them out early because I didn't want the number to move on you guys. I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to jump on it immediately for you guys to have that. So here is where we're going to go today. All right. Hockey, basketball, and 1 NFL football. So a little bit of a larger slate than normal, but because it's Thursday and there's no football, I thought, maybe we get involved with a little bit more than normal. And then Friday will be light. I'll tell you right now, we're light on Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we get heavy player props and all sorts of fun stuff getting into it for the last full weekend, 3-day weekend of football, Saturday, Sunday, Monday for Super Wild Card weekend. All right, let's start with hockey because we're going to go back to the first period overs here for 2 bets. Sabres and the Nashville Predators. All right, so the Sabres in their last game hit. We bet Nashville in their last game. We should have bet the Sabres in their last game. They got smoked by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Preds got that goal late or gave up that goal late. I can't remember which one it was, but it was 2-0 in that Nashville Predator game that we bet 2 days ago. So on the year, the Buffalo Sabres are 19-16 to the over first period. Nashville for the Predators are 18-1 to the over. But because these overs went 2-1 last night, if we bet all 3, Montreal and Boston went over, so we didn't bet that. We should have. All 3 of those games, first period, had opportunities to go over. It went 2-1. So another winning night if you bet all of them. I'm just looking around for options, teams that have poor goaltending, teams that give up goals, teams that can score goals. I'm going over 1.5 goals here for Buffalo and Nashville at -125 for a half a unit. All right. Second bet, Columbus and Carolina. These 2 teams are extremely good. Columbus, 23-10-1. All right. It's the best 9 over the limit. It's the best number over the limit in terms of units so far here in the NHL. Huge number there for the Columbus Blue Jackets, and they're taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina on the year is a little bit under 500, 16-17, so not great there, but because they're almost at 500 and they're taking on one of, if not the best first period over team in the NHL, being the Columbus Blue Jackets, we're going to go ahead here and we're going to jump in with this bet for a half a unit at -135. Both those bets can be found at BetMGM. So over 1.5 goals, Buffalo, Nashville, over 1.5 goals for Columbus and Carolina. All right, second bet. Half a unit on Steph Curry in his game, big game, against the Milwaukee Bucks for 3-point shooting. Now, this has been a very big conversation point with Dave Sherapan and myself over the last couple of days. The books are being absolutely ridiculous with this pricing. They're being predatory in some ways with this pricing. It is right now plus 120 at DraftKings, over 4.5 made threes for Steph Curry. The under is minus 160. Okay. That is an unreal, not fair pricing for a prop. It's just out of control for a prop. But the reason why it's so heavily juiced to the under is because they keep on getting hammered when it comes to people betting on Steph Curry under. Steph Curry right now is in the worst shooting slump of his NBA career. Steph Curry in 2022 is shooting 28%. Steph Curry right now, 4.5. If you look at where Steph Curry has been so far here in 2022, Steph Curry has covered this number once. Okay? 6 of 12 against Utah. The last 4 games, he's gone under 4.5 made threes. 1 for 10, 1 for 9, 4 for 11, 2 for 9. And those last 2 games were with his buddy, Klay Thompson, back in the lineup. 4 for 11, 2 for 9. Not great, all right? This is a good team in the Milwaukee Bucks. They have a top 10 three-point defense. I get everyone's coming in here and betting the under, all right? I get it. Under. Steph Curry may be hurt. The knee might not be great. He had a triple-double in his last game, okay? Unbelievable. He's doing other things. 27 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. So doing other things that are helping him out to get production for his team. But his team lost to the Memphis Grizzlies in the last game, 116-108. Curry, 8 of 21 shooting. 8 of 21 shooting for Steph Curry is just absolutely insanity. Like nothing you'd expect from a player of this caliber. I'm going to take the plus money here, okay? I'm going to take the poison. I'm going to jump in, and I'm going to say Steph Curry hits over 4.5 threes today against the Milwaukee Bucks. I call it a gut feeling. Say I'm just, throwing one at the wall, hoping and praying that Curry comes up and has a great shooting night. It's not like he's not shooting, right? This game's on TNT, nationally televised. They had a bad performance in their last game. They're 30-10. They're now a game behind the Phoenix Suns. And I think not this is the game they break out, but I think this is the game that Curry hits 5 threes. I'm going to throw a half a unit on Steph Curry. Yeah, half a unit. Half a unit on Steph Curry over 4.5 made threes for Steph Curry to go plus 120 or better. Okay? That's where I'm finding it at DraftKings, plus 120. Again, 4 games in a row on the under. Steph is due. I hate that term, but he's too good of a shooter to be shooting like this. I'm going over plus 120. Steph Curry over 4.5 made threes here against the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. Hopefully he hits 5. Hit 5 in the first half. Go crazy, Steph. Go off. And then the other half a unit, we're going to the Memphis Grizzlies and their 10-game winning streak. Memphis has covered 7 games in a row. Memphis is the hottest team in the NBA. They have covered over their last 10, 9-1 against the spread. The number at Caesars in WinBet at the time of taping is 4.5. Okay, I hope you get 4.5. Hopefully you listen to this overnight. This has CLV Society, CLV value written all over it. This number is going to close at 6.5 or 7. Public's going to come in and hammer this number. Timberwolves have been very good lately. 3-2 against the spread. They're winning games. They're playing better. They're 22-19 against the spread, but Memphis is 28-15 against the spread. Ironically, they're 15-5 on the road against the number. Just 13-10 at home, which is weird. It's like, that's weird. But they're 5-0 against the spread over their last 5 games, including an 8-point win over Golden State in their last game. Beat Detroit by 30, covering a 13.5-point number. They lost to they beat the Lakers by 5, didn't cover that game. Won by 5 as 6-point favorites, but like right there on the number for them. And the rest of these games, and then against San Antonio, they were 5.5-point favorites and then won by 13 and covered. So it's not like they're not covering at home during this stretch. Just early in the year, they weren't covering at home. This is the hottest team in the NBA. I don't see them cooling down. Let's bet the streak. Okay, Memphis minus 4.5, half a unit at home against the Minnesota Timberwolves is where we're going here for a half a unit. All right. So those are the plays coming up here for for Thursday. Let's talk about Saturday, and let's talk about the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. Weather forecast, 2 degrees, somewhere in that neighborhood. Wind is going to be a factor, but we don't know how big of a factor the wind's going to be. In order for me to take the 4 points, I need the wind to be blowing, and I mean blowing hard, all right, for that to happen. Right now, I'm not seeing it. Right now, it's going to be a little breezy, but nothing like the first matchup in Buffalo. If it gets like that, I'm on the Patriots plus 4, but maybe the line will drop down. Probably won't go below 3. But even if the line's like that, Patriots can win the game outright. Snow doesn't bother me, right? Cold and snow from a total perspective doesn't bother me. But these two teams aren't going to play up-tempo, and these two teams aren't going to score a lot of points, in my opinion. So Buffalo is 9-6-2 against the spread this year. They're 4-3-2 at home. Patriots are 10-7 against the spread this year. They're 5-3 on the road, including that outright victory at Buffalo back on the 6th of December, where they were catching 3 and they won by 4. Patriots threw the ball 3 times. The game went way, way under in that one because nobody can move the football. Patriots are 9-8 to the over this year. Buffalo 8-9 to the over this year. Last 3 games of the Patriots have gone over. 3 of the last 5 for the Bills have gone over, but the last 2, Jets and the Falcons, have gone under. But that may be because of who they're playing. Both at home. Games that were in the cold, but their offenses, Atlanta and the New York Jets offenses, are not that good. So you can't pick a whole lot of stock in that, but the Patriots offense is not all that good. This is a playoff game. This is Bill Belichick, and this is a grinder of a football game, in my opinion, on both sides. I'm not positive who wins this game yet, but I'm going to same game tease this, okay? I got minus 120 on this, same game teaser. You take the Patriots at +4, and you put them up to +10, and you take the total from 44, and you put it up to 50, and we bet the under. I can't see 50 points being scored in this game. I just can't. The weather, the teams, the defenses, the offenses, the quarterbacks, I just can't see it. I also can't see a blowout on both sides. Patriots aren't blowing out the Bills. I don't think the Bills blow out the Patriots. I think this is a really tight game. It's a 3 to 7 point game, so I think by giving the Patriots 10 points, we're going to be good here. I'm going 1 unit, Patriots +10, total from 44 up to 50, taking the under on that for minus 120 here for a same game teaser for Saturday. I'll have more on this weekend, okay? I'm eyeballing Cincy. I'm watching that number. I'm eyeballing the Patriots. I'm watching the weather. We'll have more going on in this for Saturday for sure. But the first play for Saturday, Patriots +10, total 50 on the under, same game teaser for minus 120 for 1 unit. All right. So to recap, all 5 of the plays here on the podcast for us on a Thursday morning. Sabres, Predators, over 1.5 goals, first period, minus 125. Blue Jackets, Hurricanes, over 1.5 goals, first period, minus 135. Steph Curry, over 4.5 made threes at plus 120 or better. And the Memphis Grizzlies, minus 4.5 at home against Minnesota at minus 110. Patriots +10, under 50. Same game teaser, Patriots and the Bills. My name is Matt Perrault. You can follow me on Twitter @SportsTalkMatt. Each and every morning, it's the Daily Juice Podcast. Always being brought to you by BetMGM.